Hi beauties, so today I'm going to be sharing my favorite foundations for oily skin. In case you didn't know, I have oily combination skin, so I picked up my absolute favorite foundations for my skin type. These are the current foundations that I really trust for my skin type, and I know they're going to work and stay on me. So I'm going to start out with some drugstore foundations, and I'm going to share some high-end foundations. This first one is from Covergirl. This is the Covergirl TruBlend foundation. I'm in the shade D15. It took me so long to find my right shade because there's so many shades to choose from. I think there are 40 shades. But I finally figured out that I'm D15, which is called Warm Tawny. I love this foundation. It stays on me really well. I'm actually wearing it right now. I really love the finish of it, and it stays on my skin really well. So I absolutely love this foundation. If you feel like you don't have a shade, I would suggest you keep looking because they probably have one. It's just harder to find since there are so many options. So yeah, this is the first one I would recommend, and I really love it. The next drugstore foundation is the Maybelline Superstay full cover foundation. I love this thing. This reminds me of high-end foundations because the coverage is just so amazing. So I am in the shade Warm Coconut in Maybelline foundations, and it's just a warmer shade of coconut. I can wear coconut if this one is just a little bit more golden. So I really love this foundation. As you can see, like, I've used a lot of it. And I also love the stick version, which is the same thing, but a stick version. And I have the shade Mocha in this one. I don't think they have Warm Coconut, or at least when I picked it up, they didn't have it. They probably have it by now, but I am in the shade Mocha, and it looks very similar to Warm Coconut on me. But I do love both of these, and they stay on me really well. The next foundation that I love is from L'Oreal, but I don't have it on me, is the Infallible Pro foundation from L'Oreal. Absolutely love it. I am in the shade 112, I believe, in that foundation, or 113. I will let you guys know for sure. I'll put it somewhere in here. I love that foundation. It also stays on me really well throughout the day, so absolutely love it. And then the last drugstore foundation that I really love is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is kind of a staple foundation at this point. I feel like you probably tried it at some point in your life if you have oily skin, but it's really good. I really love it. So this is my last drugstore favorite. I'm always down to try new drugstore foundations, so if you guys have any recommendations for oily combination skin, leave them in the comment section because I want to try them out. I've tried a lot of drugstore foundations. One, it's hard to find a good shade match, and two, it's hard to find one that lasts for oily skin, and three, it's hard to find one that has the coverage that I want. So these are the top ones that I recommend. I'm gonna move on to more higher-end Sephora / Ulta type of foundations. The first one is Bareminerals. This is the Barepro foundation. I don't hear a lot about this foundation, but I really talked about Bareminerals in general. But I really love this foundation. It's actually really good, and it stays on my skin really well. I have the shade Hazelnut and Chai. I really love this foundation a lot. It stays on me. It looks really nice. It blends out flawlessly. If you haven't tried this yet, definitely try out a sample of it and see how you feel, because I think you will like it. And there's also a lot of shades in this foundation as well, so you have a lot of options, you know. Options, we like options. The next foundation did recently get an upgrade. This is the Smashbox Studios Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation. I know they changed the price to $36, which is amazing. Like, we love a decrease in price. I think it was close to 40 or maybe 40 something previously. So this is the Studio Skin foundation. I love it. They also added more shades to the line. This one is at 4.05. I'm not sure if they changed the shades around, but I love this foundation so much. It is not as full cover as the next ones I'm going to mention, but I really love it. It goes on so well, and it definitely lasts. It's not as mattifying, but it's a long wear product, so it will stay on your face for really long, and it's also oil free. So yeah, this is the Smashbox Studio Skin foundation. Next is one of my favorites that I love this foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. The name Natural Radiant did scare me at first, but I really love this foundation. I'm in the shade Macau, and it's just a bomb foundation. It has a really good super full cover, and it just looks like perfection. Like, I love the way it looks. I usually pair it with the NARS primer. I usually pair it with this primer from NARS, and together I just love the finish of this product. It's bomb. It's really bomb. It's really bomb, you guys. It's a nice thick. If you want a full cover, she's right here. She's waiting right here. My next recommendation is from CoverFX. This is the CoverFX Power Play Foundation in G100. This foundation is bomb. It lasts really long once again, and I love the shade match. There's a lot of shades in this foundation. CoverFX is one of those brands that had bomb shade ranges even before the hype began. Like, I remember working at Sephora and CoverFX had like a million shades. Like, this was like almost 8 years ago. I remember CoverFX just having all these shades at a time where brands like Too Faced only went up to like honey beige, you know, like they were already doing it way back. There was just never a foundation formula that I liked from them, just because they were catering more towards normal to dry skin, I feel like. But this one is perfect if you have oily combination skin, so I'm really excited about this one. And I think I said the shade already, but it's G100. While I'm at it, shout out to the concealer because it's also really bomb. The next foundation and the last foundation is actually in the car, and it's cold AF right now, so I'm not gonna go get it, but it's from Bobbi Brown, and it is the Bobbi Brown, I will leave the name right here. I love this foundation. It lasts so long. It actually takes me a really long time to get greasy with that foundation, so I love that about it. It takes me about 7 hours to start getting shiny with that foundation, which is really long compared to other foundations, and I love the way it feels on my skin. I tend to use that foundation for work for some reason, that's why it's in my car, but something about the consistency and the feel of it, it could be that it takes so long to get shiny. I like using it for work. So that is basically it, you guys. Those are my foundation recommendations. If you have any that I should try for oily skin, let me know in the comments below. A lot of foundations say they're perfect for oily skin, but they really aren't, and they're not the best. And also, with a lot of foundations, I feel like they change color. If you have oily skin, you probably know that things do oxidize on us all the time. They change color when they mix in with the oils, and a lot of things tend to go orange. So most of these do not have a very strong orange effect. The only one I think is this one does sometimes have that slight orange look. I think everything else is pretty perfect throughout the day, which is amazing. The Bobbi Brown foundation did do that to me when I used to use the shade Golden Almond, but I switched over to regular almond, which is more neutral, and I find that it doesn't turn into that orangey situation on me anymore, so I'm really liking that. If I sound funny, you guys, I am a little sick, okay? I'm under the weather. My kids were both really like going through it last week with a cold, and of course I now have it. So that is it for the video. Give me a thumbs up. That's concealer, don't worry about that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.